At first, I thought Malaysia was simply a budget version of Singapore. I was wrong, because the deeper I explored this country, the stranger things became. Every answer created a bigger mystery. And by the end of this documentary, you'll understand why millions of travelers are quietly becoming obsessed with Malaysia. These two countries are right next to each other, but one of them is insanely expensive, and the other feels weirdly cheap. And I'm not talking a little cheaper. I'm talking about luxury apartments, massive shopping malls, and incredible food for prices that almost make no sense. But here's what confused me the most. Malaysia doesn't look cheap. In some places, it honestly looks richer than Singapore. So what is actually going on here? And why is the entire world suddenly paying attention to Malaysia? Singapore and Malaysia have almost everything in common. Similar culture, similar food, shared history, even shared language, but somehow their economies went in completely different directions. And the moment I crossed the border, I could feel it instantly. In Singapore, this coffee cost me almost $8. In Malaysia, I got an entire meal for less than that. And not just any meal, one of the best meals I've had in Asia. Host reacting dramatically. This is actually insane. But the deeper I explored Malaysia, the stranger things became. Because everywhere I looked, I kept seeing luxury. Modern trains, beautiful apartments, huge skyscrapers, fast internet, massive malls, and somehow everything still felt affordable. So I had one question stuck in my head the entire trip. Why is Malaysia so much cheaper than Singapore? The price gap between these countries is honestly ridiculous. And the craziest part? They're neighbors. You can literally travel between them in just a few hours. But financially, they feel like different planets. Host walking through luxury mall. This mall feels like Dubai. Luxury stores everywhere. Bright lights, designer brands, and outside, luxury cars all over the roads. So naturally, I thought, okay, maybe Malaysia isn't actually cheap anymore. Then I checked the prices again, and my brain completely broke. To understand this story, you have to go back to 1965. Because Singapore used to be part of Malaysia, but after separating, both countries made completely different decisions. Singapore went all in on becoming a global financial powerhouse. Banks, trade, international business, technology. Everything became focused on efficiency and growth. And it worked. Singapore became one of the richest places on earth. But Malaysia took a different path. Factories, oil, agriculture, manufacturing, natural resources, and over time, that created a completely different cost of living. One country became ultra expensive, the other stayed surprisingly affordable. But here's the twist nobody talks about. Malaysia still modernized incredibly fast, and that's what shocks most tourists. The average salary in Malaysia is much lower than Singapore, and that affects everything. Rent, food, transportation, services. But if you're earning foreign money, Malaysia suddenly feels unbelievably cheap. Host entering modern apartment. This apartment would cost a fortune in Singapore. But here, it's affordable. And that's why digital nomads, travel vloggers, and even businesses are starting to pay attention to Malaysia. Because it feels like getting first world infrastructure without first world prices. And then I discovered the food scene, which honestly changed my entire opinion of this country. Malaysia might secretly be one of the greatest food countries on earth. And somehow, almost nobody talks about it internationally. This entire meal cost less than a Starbucks coffee in Singapore. That makes absolutely no sense. Oh my God. That's ridiculous. And the craziest part? Every city has different flavors, different cultures, different styles of cooking. Malay food, Chinese food, Indian food, all blending together into something completely unique. This wasn't just cheap food. It was genuinely incredible food. And honestly, that surprised me more than the prices. Most people hear the word cheap and imagine old buildings, bad infrastructure, and slow development. Malaysia completely destroys that stereotype. This is Merdeka 118, one of the tallest buildings on Earth. And somehow, living here still costs way less than Singapore. That's the part people can't understand. Malaysia feels futuristic, but still affordable. And in today's world, that combination is becoming incredibly rare. But after spending time in both countries, I realized something important. The biggest difference isn't money, it's energy. Singapore feels precise, efficient, organized, fast. Everything works perfectly. Malaysia feels different, alive, chaotic, warm. Street musicians, night markets, rain-soaked streets, crowded food stalls. It feels human. And honestly, that's what makes people fall in love with it. Not just because it's cheap, but because it feels real. Wait, before you scroll away. If this video showed you something you never knew existed, imagine what the next one will reveal. This channel is built for people who want to see the hidden side of the world. So if that sounds like you, hit subscribe right now and join thousands of curious minds discovering the stories nobody talks about.